What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back to Back Battles. We have the Mega Medicham team on deck once again with Nidoking, Bishop, Gyarados, Amoonguss, and Tapu Koko. Let's get started and play some games. So, of course, this team is not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. It does have weaknesses. I feel like if I want to replace a slot, it would be the Amoonguss, because Amoonguss really hasn't helped. I guess it's because we haven't really faced many Trick Room teams. Because Amoonguss was to help with my Trick Room matchup, but we haven't faced a Trick Room team at all. So Amoonguss really hasn't been able to do too much work, and it provides a weakness to like Lele. So, not exactly sure. But I feel like I do need something for Trick Room, and Amoonguss is probably my best answer. Also, I'm really debating about going as Jolly Mega Medicham, I think, because I think Jolly Mega Medicham could help in situations. As yeah, these headphones are actually really hurting my ears right now. I'm multi recording because right now, actually I lied in the last video. The video should have went up on Thursday. So today is probably the Friday video that gets released. So hopefully I'll be in Toronto by the time you're watching this video and hang out with like the friends. Really happy to see anyone in Toronto if you are there. And of course, if you do want to meet up with me, just come up and say hi. No reason to be shy. But we got Aladias, Incineroar, Landorus variant, Tapu Fini, Cortana, and the Metagross. I'm feeling pretty good about my matchup because of the fact that I do have Bisharp, which is a pretty good Pokemon against my opponent's team, barring the Cortana. So I'm gonna have to think of a way past the Cortana. But I do think Gyarados, Nidoking, Koko, and Bishop can do really well against my opponent's team. So I think I'm going to go Bishop Koko as a lead with Gyarados and Nidoking in the back. Koko kind of threatens the Cortana, which is why I think it can be a really useful lead here. And, or at least Volt Switch into like Nidoking. I'm just really wondering what kind of Cortana set it is. Sacred Sword is going to be hard to switch into. But let's see what my opponent's going to lead. If you want to lead Intimidate, it's not really too effective. We're going to see Metagross Latias here, actually. Okay. So I'm guessing that the Metagross would be the Mega Evolution. Latias would probably be a support mon. Huh. This is interesting. You'd probably just protect Metagross. If I had knockoff, I would go for it, but I don't. I mean, I think Gleam and the Iron Head should still do a lot to Latias, and would you really risk your Metagross turn 1 on a Sucker Punch or a Gigavolt Havoc potentially? I don't think you would. So I'm just gonna Gleam. I would expect Metagross to protect in normal form, and Latias or Metagross switches out. Landorus potentially coming in. Oh, it's Cortana. Okay, I'll take that too. That's damage on Cortana. I'll definitely take. Huh? It's Mega Latias? What's going on? Why is it regular Metagross? Is it just dual Mega and you brought both? Or is it something else? Okay, Gleam gets off. There's a good amount to Latias. Really good amount to Cortana too. Shadow Ball. What? Huh? Oh, baby. What is going on? Ironhead gonna come out in a Latias. That is probably one of the top 5 craziest turn 1s that have ever happened on this channel, but I don't know what just happened there. So, can someone explain what just happened? I think I want to just Thunderbolt Cortana Protect here, but yeah, that was a really confusing play. The Cortana's going to Detect, which is fine here. Wonder what Metagross is going to go for. I hope it's not Z Fighting or Z Ground then. Oh, Z Ground I probably live, but Z Fighting I won't. Thunderbolt into Cortana. It's Z Metagross. It is Tectonic Rage. Okay, so Bishop should live with it to protect. And I have Sash on Coco, so this isn't too bad. I kind of wish I went for my original play of going for Thunderbolt and Sucker Punch into the Metagross. But I just wasn't too sure about that play, as it does target on Coco. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, Sash Coco is the GOAT. I'm feeling pretty good about my position now. So I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt the Cortana and Sucker Punch the Metagross. I could see Feeny coming in for the Metagross to weaken the power of Electric Terrain, but I feel like you could have done that earlier. So Sucker Punch does knock out the Metagross, and pretty sure Thunderbolt should just be able to knock out the Cortana. I guess he went for Shadow Ball because it's your only move to break my Focus Sash potentially, but dang. That's not what I expected at all. I thought maybe a Tailwind Protect was coming out. But wow, what the heck? It was Zemu Metagross too. Landorus gonna come out. Oh, +3 Bisharp with Sucker Punch. I approve. I approve. I 100% approve of Bisharp. So Sucker Punch gonna go out into Landorus, and I will go for a Gleam here. So Sucker Punch gonna come out, will knock out the Landorus, because it's Life Orb and +3. Get the knockout on Landorus, that is gonna be a good game. I mean, special defense drop, 20% chance, got a little lucky with that, but even then, my opponent was still in a pretty rough spot either way. I'm pretty sure Nidoking plus Gyarados could have definitely swept in the back anyway at that point, so yeah, what just happened though? What just happened? But yes, let us continue and play some more games. We're starting off with a really quick win. I think that only took about 5 minutes. That only took about 5 minutes. And Z-Move. Okay, Z-Move Metagross is actually pretty fire. I still think regular Metagross does have a lot of potential. I definitely do think that, as we find a... I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to try to when I'm sick too. With a Silvally, Salamence, Tapu Koko, Politoed, Golduck, and Garchomp. What is this? VGC 2015? I mean 2017? I don't even know, dude. I wish they told you Silvally's typing team preview, because that would be sweet. They don't, unfortunately. Bishop's not too helpful here. I do like Medicham, Coco as a lead, and I like Nidoking in the back, and I think I like Gyarados in the back. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like Gyarados' Z move and Intimidate for the Garchomp. So we got Double Dragon here. We got Double Water. And then we got a Silvally and a Coco. I don't even know what the Golduck's gonna have. If it has like a cute trick, like potentially a Simple Beam strat, for instance. Let's see what's gonna go on though. Because I don't know what to expect from this team. I could say, and we don't really see Golduck too much. I don't think it's Cloud9. It does get Swift Swim. We saw it in 17. As Garchomp Tapu Koko is going to lead. Okay. Medicham Tapu Koko leads, but that's not really a good lead for me. I really don't like this lead. I think you would either protect Earthquake or Gleam Rock Slide here. I think I'm going to go into Gyarados first, because one, I can intimidate this Garchomp and then get in my Nidoking. I really wonder if it's Z-Move on the Coco. Because if it's Z-Move, well, then again, Golduck would probably carry the Z-Move, so I guess I shouldn't worry about it as much. Protect my Medicham here. I should have Mega'd because I get more Sap Bust. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's Scarf, goes for Dragon Claw into the Medicham, and Gleam gonna come out. Okay. It's actually pretty good for me. Life Orb. Yeah, that's 100% Life Orb. So I can see probably Dragon Claw and Gleam. Gonna go hard Nidoking here. And just go for the Protect with my Gyarados. And then I think I could Dragon Dance up. Garchomp's gonna retreat. Good play from my opponent. Salamence gonna come in. Ooh. I got a tough decision to make. Do I want to target down to Salamence or do I want to target down to Coco? Ooh, maneuvering against this team is a little tough. No rain though, so I guess I don't have to be worried too much. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it's Thunderbolt or Gleam. Just Thunderbolt, okay. Into the Medicham slot, interesting. So I do want to throw off an Ice Beam into the... Did I just try to throw off an Earth Power? No, I meant to click Ice Beam and target on the Salamence. And switch out to my Tapu Koko, because if there's no rain, I don't really have to conserve my Sash at this point. We're going to see both stay in, so I'm pretty okay with this. Maybe it's a double protective Scout, but I'm going to go Koko and just fire off an Ice Beam. Salamence is going to Mega Ball, so most likely it's going to go on the offense, which is pretty good, because if I can get rid of Salamence, that's huge momentum for me. Ice Beam does come out. Finishes off Salamence, which is good. And the Gleam again, okay. Garchomp probably coming back in. I am kind of worried. Although you can't really Scarf Earthquake yourself since you don't have ground immunities anymore. Garchomp gonna come out. I'll sack my Gyarados here at this point because Gyarados really shouldn't be as useful as much anymore. Just protect my Koko to see what my opponent's gonna lock yourself into. I wonder if my opponent has Stomping Tantrum because that's like the only Garchomp I would actually really be afraid of right here. Get the Intimidate off. It looks like it is going for Earthquake, okay. So that's nice. Yeah, it goes for Earthquake. So unless it's Silvally flying, which I kind of doubt, I could probably just protect Gyarados and bring in my Nidoking here. The reason I can make that play is you're probably going to switch out. It's highly likely you would switch out Garchomp right here because you don't want to Earthquake yourself again. So Silvally is going to reveal itself to be the last Pokemon. So no Politoed. It's Silvally Water. That makes it a potential problem, I guess. Gleam should come out again. Yep. I guess if I predicted Gleam, I should have went for Dragon Dance again. I mean, the Koko's weakening itself quicker and quicker. I even want to go for an Ice Beam in the Koko. Oh, it is Silvally flying. Oh, wow. It's Silvally flying. I think Dragon Dance and Earth Power should be an okay play here. I really just don't know what Silvally will do. I'm going to go for the Earth Power in the Koko, though. I could Ice Beam here, expecting maybe Garchomp to switch, or to protect, so I could have went for Ice Beam. But I feel like it's fine, because as long as I get +1 Gyarados, I feel pretty good. I mean, I don't know if Silvally can knock out Nidoking. Probably Ice Beam. Imprison. I don't think Silvally gets Earth Power. So I can pick up a knockout on the Silvally slot with Supersonic Sky Strike. And I can go for Earth Power into the Tapu Koko. This has been a really weird game so far. If Garchomp comes in, if I knock out Silvally, I'm able to knock out the Silvally, and then Garchomp is locked in and has to choose a move. I could have also doubled up the Koko slot. At this point, I really don't know what the Silvally is supposed to do. So, and I don't want like my opponent to have Tailwind, because this could be a Tailwind on Silvally. Because I will go for the Z move right here. Actually, if my opponent went for Tailwind, that could have been detrimental. Silvally flying though, I really wonder what the rest of its set is. Maybe Ice Beam? Supersonic Sky Strike coming out will target down the Silvally. Hopefully it knocks it out. Silvally has decent bulk, but I'm not sure if it can live this. Yeah, it's a +1 Supersonic Sky Strike from Gyarados. Why am I doubting? And Earth Power is going to weaken the Garchomp too. it's always the play to just protect my Gyarados here and sack Coco, because I want to scout what the guard time locks itself into. If it's Tommy Tantrum, it will lock itself into it now, I think. And I want to see if you're going to lock yourself in a Rock Slide or Earthquake. But if you lock yourself in a Rock Slide, you're going to have to get a few flinches in order to beat me. It is a Rock Slide, so... I mean, it can't really beat Nidoking at this point of the game. Gleam going to come out. Finishes off my Tapu Koko, and I'm actually pretty sure that my opponent is in range of Waterfall from my Gyarados at this point. So yeah, I'll go into Nidoking here. As long as I don't get flinched with either one of my Pokemon, but you know, that's the thing. Fake Out would be useful on Medicham now situations, but I really don't like Fake Out on Medicham. Let's see. I'm doubling up the Garchomp slot. Because if I flinch once, it's hard down Coco if it protects for some reason. I'm in a really bad spot. Here comes the Rock Slides. Survive with both. Pretty obvious. Do get the Waterfall off, so that should be game. Because I knock out the Garchomp. Oh. Well, if I guess Gleam crits or if you're HP Ice, this could be bad. I got the Gyarados, but I don't flinch, luckily. And we'll be able to get an Earth Power off into the Tapu Koko slot, and now I'll be able to pick up the knockout. So nice. Nice. Nidoking putting in some work. Nidoking definitely putting in some work. And we will pick up another win. So nice. So unfortunately, Medicham really didn't get to do anything because that Coco was just such a big problem. If I got my Medicham in when Coco wasn't around, I think it could have actually done some work. It could have Ice Punched the Garchomp for a knockout. It could have Ice Punched or Thunder Punched the Silvally slot. And against the Manta, I'm still going to have to KO the Manta with Ice Beam. So either way, it worked out as we do take a win. Hopefully, Mega Medicham does get to put in more work though, because we brought it to the games, but we just didn't get to use it. So I want a game where Mega Medicham can do a lot of damage. It does have good coverage, like this Mega Medicham, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Drain Punch. It's extremely hard on a lot of Pokemon. So I wonder, can we get that big win with Mega Medicham? Because I'm not sure if we did get one. Because I cannot remember. But let's see. I want a game. It would actually be... maybe I should use the Hyper Offense Mega Medicham. But that one was so hard to use because the offensive Mega Medicham teams that I had with like Lele and Braviary, those two teams that I talked about earlier, it was just so hard to position Mega Medicham in a good spot. I think you need a Tailwind. Oh, what is this? Bad matchup, for sure. Okay, Mega Medicham is definitely being brought though, so that's at least a good sign. I think I want to lead Medicham plus Nidoking, because if it's Tyranitar Escadrille, I can just switch out to Gyarados. Yeah. And if it's Salamence, I just Ice Beam turn 1. Gyarados is important, but I wonder who my back Pokemon wants to be. I think Coco's decent here. I'm not too sure. Bishop's damage output doesn't look too bad against my opponent's team, and Sucker Punch could sweep in the late game, and Ironhead could do a lot of damage. But I could have brought the I could have brought Coco, because I just realized Salamence and Moongus combination could be really annoying to my team. So we'll see what goes on here. As it's going to be, what does the lead decide to be? Thunderous Amoonguss. Okay, that's not what I anticipated, but that works. Excadrill is usually the Z move. I'm not sure if Life Orb Thunderbolt can knock out my Medicham. I think I should still try to Ice Beam. I'm gonna double up Amoonguss. I'm worried about the Amoonguss. I don't want Spore. And I think Medicham can live the, don't quote me, because I already messed up some calcs with this team, but I think Medicham can live a life orb fundable from Thunders. Oh, it protects? Are you double protecting? Oh, that's beautiful. I guess protect makes sense, because you could probably get the spore off if I don't double target the Amoonguss. Citrus Berry. I don't know, I think you go down to the Ice Punch still. I mean, it's Mega Medicham. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Mega Medicham. Okay, pick up the knockout on Amoonguss turn 1. Excellent. Excellent work. So it's either Tyranitar Excadrill in the back or Salamence plus something else in the back. Excadrill gonna come out. Pretty sure I have a free switch into I'm pretty sure I should Drain Punch Excadrill just to be safe here. Should I just Ice Beam Thunders and Drain Punch? I don't think that's worth it to me. I think going Gyarados is better, because again, as I said, I think I can live Life Orb Fundable from the Thunders. And even in worst case, it's probably Tectonic Rage and Fundable coming out. And even then, it doesn't matter as long as my Excadrill protects. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's Z-move on the Thunder's Fairing. Gonna be the Gigavolt Havoc instead. So Gigavolt Havoc's gonna come out. That's probably tarred down, I would say, my Mega Medicham slot. Okay. That's not too bad for me, though. Yeah, that's not too bad for me. So that was a Z-move. So what's the Excadrill? Is it Z-move too, or is it just Sash? If it's Sash, I'm actually a bit concerned here. I want to go Nidoking. I wish I Ice Beam now. Earth Power Excadrill. Switch on to Bisharp. I mean, I get a strong hit on the Excadrill anyway, but I think Excadrill might switch out here. Unless it's a Sash variant. I'm not sure if you're a Sash variant, though. Get Bisharp in. I'll take a Thunderbolt, but if it's Sash, Earthquake is going to be a big problem here. It's not, though. Okay. So, it might be double Z move, which I'm thinking. Or maybe Life Orb. Thunderbolt into the Bisharp. Oh, man, that did so much. Salamence comes out. Okay. This makes this game really interesting, then. So, I can go for a Sucker Punch, which would knock out the Thunders 100%. But I think the best play is just to protect here with my Bisharp. And go out into Gyarados. Even if Gyarados goes down here, I think I'm in a fine spot. Yeah, I think I'm in a fine spot. It depends on if the Salamence has Tailwind, I feel like. Because Tailwind's like the only thing I think that could screw me over. Or Dragon Dance, potentially. They don't tend to run Dragon Dance on the Sand teams, but I'm not too sure. Times have changed. Gyarados is going to come in. Fire off the Intimidate. And I want to protect Bishop because I want to scout for a Thunderous Protect, and Salamence just going for like a Hyper Voice. Which I could definitely see happening here. No Protect from the Thunderous, it looks like. Oh, don't tell me you have Sub. Is Tailwind coming out? Okay. Oh, did you really go for like the big play? Okay, I was fine with that trade, but I'm actually really surprised my opponent risked it. Maybe Sucker Punch doesn't knock out Thunderous? Maybe that's the case? If my opponent thinks that, I would still Sucker Punch the Thunderous slot. Because Ice Beam should knock out Salamence anyway with the sheer force. So yeah, I'll Sucker Punch now. Nice, you attack here, so I should get the KO. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, Bisharp. Hyper Voice Hidden Power Ice is coming out. No way. Is that seriously not knocking out Thundurus? That's like sometimes the thing you have to take about Jolly Bisharp. Well, actually, isn't Thundurus Fairy like... Is Thundurus Fairy less bulky than Landers? Or is it the same bulk as Landers Fairy? Well, that's less HP. I don't know if it has... Oh, wow. That was not what I expected at all. Even if I Sucker Punch, it looked like in the end, I just couldn't pull it through. Because of the fact that... I did not expect Sucker Punch not to knock out the Thundurus Fairy. But, gonna go 2-1 in today's episode. We brought Mega Medicham. We got to do at least one knockout. Hopefully in the last episode with this team, I will be able to bring it and it will be able to do some work. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. I don't know what I could have done there better. Oh, Ice Punch the Thundurus. If I Ice Punch the Thundurus, I think it would have been game. So I should have Drain Punched the X... Well, actually it didn't matter. My opponent went for Gable Havoc. I guess if I went for Ice Beam into the Thundurus Fairy, but I don't think Ice Beam knocks out. I think it would have put it so low. And I need a Nidoking in the back because if my opponent had the Salamence, which it was a Salamence in the back, I didn't see a big way I could really deal with the Salamence. So I feel like I had to switch out there because I didn't want to risk losing my Nidoking. So, yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really see many ways I could really get out of that situation. It was just sticky. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Show us your support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description. My social medias, previous episodes of Baek Battles, the side tiers on the channel, and of course the Pace This team if you do want to go try it out. But thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.